Greetings, my name is Sumitiper and welcome to ACERVO Season 2, Episode 5, Fear. As things in the world agitate, the uncertainty of the future grows exponentially. When situations prove themselves dangerous, we need to take caution. And at the end of the day, no matter how strongly some may deny it, we all have something we fear. Fear stands as a fundamental part of our continued survival as a species. If we had no fear, then we would not have become as evolved as we are. Bravery can only do so much. When in prehistoric times early humans were hunted by big and dangerous threats, standing there while looking the beast in the eyes would not ensure your survival. As for the modern day, I would say pretty confidently that fear is still a huge deciding factor on how people act. If they fear offending someone, they might avoid contact. If they have a fear of heights, they would struggle on things like escalators. It is still relevant to this day. However, there are also more harmful fears, like fearing an innocent person for no logical reason. The fear of the other leads to many horrible things such as prejudice, bigotry, and other forms of negativity. Plus, that is the fear that speaks the loudest, as no one goes on a podium to campaign against the concept of heights. To manifest your hate of a group of people into a platform of hate is deeply cowardly. Trust me when I say that I don't really care about honor, glory, and courage whatever, and being cowardly is not the worst thing. However, cowards in power, or people in charge who are supported by cowards, make some really unsound decisions. They do not think about the consequences of those decisions. They want to see innocent people suffer for absolutely no reason. Does it make them feel better about their miserable life to see others in pain? I wish I could give an answer. Seeing platforms exploiting fears of the masses is really saddening, not only because what they fear is harmless, but also because fear is such a hard thing to overcome, especially if the ones trying to deconstruct fear are the demonized group. It will first require that the fearful listen to something someone of the demonized group has to say. Secondly, they will need to trust what is being said. Thirdly, they will have to look at their own beliefs and biases. Fourthly, and this is a hard one, admitting that their beliefs are hateful and unfounded. Lastly, and most importantly, being willing to change how they think about that group that they fear. Each and every one of these steps is already hard to do alone. All of them together is even more difficult. There is absolutely no reason to fear everything that is unfamiliar to you, or that deviates from what you think you know. If your life is full of illogical fears, and you follow the path of only being around things that you don't fear, you will either go crazy, become hateful, or become isolated. That is, if they don't all happen at once. It is perfectly normal to have a fear or phobia of scary things like dangerous creatures and heights. But fearing a whole group of people for no reason other than the actions of a few bad individuals, or fearing them for your preconceived notions, makes no sense. If they are truly innocent, there is no reason to fear. Also, I know that just saying that doesn't do much, but I welcome everyone to take a look at themselves and see if you harbor any irrational fear. How can you end that fear? I wouldn't be able to respond for you. That's a matter to tackle with your own hands. I hope you enjoyed this video. This has been Sumitiper, and thank you so much for watching.